to other file. So it's very simple, no? So for example, cp, you have b dot text with content, okay, and c is not there. Let's see it will work or not. Okay, c dot text came, no, on the left hand side. That's it. Okay, just how we will do, no, from Notepad, Excel, one to another, and we create new file with same content, same. That's the copy command. So it's used to copy files or directories in the Linux system. If you want to copy file from source directory and paste it into another destination directory, then we need to use the cp command. So cp command will not copy directories to copy directories. We have to use -r option with cp command, otherwise error will come. So like we copied files, so let's try for a directory. So I think I have only /user code. Okay, so let's create one directory mkdir, right? Test. Okay, test came. So under user code I have test and test one. So test, I am changing directory to user code /test. Okay, so ls means change directory user. So it means test and test one, okay, exist under this user code, right? So actually it starts with root directory, then user code. I have test, also same path /user code. I also have test one. So under this test, if you have ls, it's having all these files. Under test one, when you give ls, nothing is there actually. So for that confirmation, you can give changing directory to here, okay, ls, sorry, ls. Okay, I think here this coding room again problem. It's not working as expected. So what I am trying, right? So I am creating new folder test and want to put all these files here in this test. Okay, and then I want to copy in test one. So let's try here. So here you have, you can see, right, this many files as well as directories. LTR if you give, it will give. Okay. So hyphen and all like files. D means directory. So I have SRS and IN directory, right? So export home JSS care. So what I am doing, okay, from this path, I am going to SRS folder. Okay, SRS is caps. Mhm. So you can see, right? So SRS folder, and I am having these files. Now export /home. Okay, so only two folders there, in and SRS, you can see, right, with D. Now I am creating with test. Okay, so but uh, now what I am doing, I am going to this particular directory path test. When I list, nothing is there. You understood, no? First thing is SRS, I went that folder, these many files there. Using mkdir, I created the directory test. When I listed, no files. Obviously, there is no file. No, this folder I created just now. So for that ls hyphen ltr also you can give total 0 files. Okay. So now I use copy. Let's try only the folders and see. Copy copy. One is SRS, no? SRS to test, source to destination. So copy hyphen R. Okay, okay, got it. I got it. So you have to give full folder, sorry, full directory path. That's the reason it's not working. I think always it's better to use. You also try. Means instead of, means when you are using putty, if it's very long one, no, instead of directly putting there, you just put it in Word or Excel. Then you copy and paste there. So CP command space from this SRS. I am putting to test. Write these two. Copy from this SRS. I am putting to test. Civilly SRS to test. Recursive, yeah. R indicates. This is also very important functionality within Unix. Recursive. Recursively means in this SRS folder, right? In spite of any files or any number of subfolders or any size of the files, it will paste. So when I tried copy, right, CP like this, it's not worked, right? See, error. Now copy hyphen R, it's worked. So for confirmation, what you have to do, change directory to export home uses KIRK. Okay, PWD to confirm that. Now you have three folders, right? IN, SRS, and test, right? Because D, it starts with D. So those are directories. You can call it as folders also. So now what I do, I need to go to confirm, right? You need to go to that path to confirm. Once change directly to this folder hyphen LTR. Okay, 1 second. Let's check here. SRS have all those files. Almost 1, 2, 3, 7 there. So test. Mm. Okay. So it's created one folder SRS. Within that, it have all files. Got it? Huh? So I created one folder test. Okay. So within that, it have SRS folder, subfolder, and within that, you have those files. So what you have to do, change directory. Uh, then it have SRS. Now if you give ls, it have all the files. So it's created one folder SRS within test, then you have those files actually. So if you are copying the files, right, just you can use cp source and directory path. And if you are copying the directory, means directory have folders, subfolders, files within that, right? So you need to use cp hyphen r. Okay, that's what here also is. By default, copy command, we do not copy directories to copy directories. We have to use hyphen R option. Okay, so just remember that actually. Okay, then move. So CP and move looks like same only. Move is it's moving actually. So what you do now? I have some files. Caps R only. You have to use capital R, recursive. Okay, because it's case sensitive, no? Yes, yes, yeah. For directories, you have to use hyphen R. Yeah, user code. So let's do MV itself. User code slash test. Okay. So from here, for example, I am moving to test one folder. So let's try with small r. See, invalid option, right? I think for move, okay, okay. For move, this R, right? Recursive, it won't work. Only for CP, it will work. Okay. CP, if you try, it will give. Okay. So R is working. So it's not case sensitive. Okay. Small R also you can use, or capital R also you can use. Otherwise, it will throw error, right? So CP, you can use R. Move R won't work. Recursive won't work. Okay, in CP you can use small r, capital R also. Both denotes recursive only. So next move command, just you are moving the content from one file to another file. Okay, for example, like I clicked on SRS, right? Under SRS folders, I have SRS sh these many files. So I can use move command to move this file, example srs.sh, to different folder. Okay, that's what it means actually. So under SRS, I have these 7 files. Just I want to move this file srs.sh from this SRS folder to, for example, IN folder. Okay, I don't want to execute because this is a real one, but I will show command. So MV, in MV, okay, in SRS, I am moving srs.sh. Okay, from this is source. Destination where I am moving in folder. Okay, so within this path, right, this is my default directory path folder. This file I am moving to this default path in IN folder, so that from here it will get moved to IN folder. That's what it means, MV. But very rarely actually CPMV, just for knowing purpose what is copy command, move command, but really we use vi, cat, these things. Move, copy, very rarely we use actually, because no copy command you use. So what we do, right? Example, vi I use. Okay, vi, that srs.sh, if I open, it will show me the content, right? Even it's 1,000 lines, so I can copy instead of CP. I am telling. So for example, real-time environment, right? I don't want to use CP or MV. What I do here, I go insert, right? What I do, I copy entire thing, right? After that, I create one new file and I paste the content. You understood, no? Two ways there. Copy also you can use CP, or else you directly open that file and copy that content and I create one new file and I paste the content there. So different ways are there. So they gave different examples for move. So this one, right? Rename file in current directory. So move and rename. So I have shown you example between two different directories, right? For example, SRS and IN. So within the same directory, if you are trying to move, right, it will replace, like it will rename the file. So for example, I am in user code slash test. Okay, path I am now. So ls have this many files, right? So if you want to use move command within the same directory, it will change the name. So a dot text is there. I don't want a dot text. So you can see, right? A changed to an. So yeah, move source and destination. If you use within the directory, it will rename the file. Between two different directories, it will actually move the file from one folder to another folder. That's what the difference. Okay, so this one within current directory, so it's changed the name from book underscore list to movie underscore list. Okay, so this one, right, move in archive directory. So different directory, they are moving this particular file from this source folder to this destination. That's what they says actually. So move. Okay, they have given multiple examples, but yeah, so this one will be useful, no? Yesterday we have seen about a wildcard. So move star dot text, this one, right? So here also you can see you are in test folder, you have an dot text, b dot text. I don't want to move 111. So what I do, move star dot text, all the text files to a different folder. For example, user code slash test one. Okay, all text files, right? I am moving to this one because this is dot text extension. Now I have dot text. Okay, PDF also is there, right? PDF, PNG, everything is there here. You can see, but only star dot text 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Only these text files only I'm moving to this one. Okay, not much. What I can say, drilling needed on CP and MV command. Very rarely only we use. Okay, so next thing is, this is very important one, awk command. Okay, frequently you use, like as I said, no, ls, cat, vi, echo, head, tail, cut, and then ch mode. Okay, so like that you use frequently this awk. So awk command searches file for text containing the pattern. Okay, so when a line or text matches, awk performs, we call awk. Okay, awk we call as awk command. So it performs a specific action on that line or text. So it's similar to cut. So yesterday I shown you one example, no, cut three columns like id, name, age. So it have some different rows. Okay, so I want to print only the first column or second column or first as well as second column. So it is also this awk command also similar to cut one only. So if you have requirement, no, you can use both approach, cut or awk actually. So it also prints specific columns from the file. So the program statement tells awk what operation to do. So the statement consists of series of rules where each rule specifies one pattern to search for and one action to perform when particular pattern is found. The regular expression includes in slashes, okay, is an awk pattern to match every input. Okay, so if I show example, you will understand. So awk command. So currently I am into which path? Okay, SRS. So let's change to, okay, my home path. Okay, export home. This one almost 60 files I have. So anything, okay, l dot text is there. Let's see the content. Mhm. It not looks good. At b dot text, because I want to means to show you some example. For awk I want some input, okay, our file should be in the format of rows and columns actually. So that's what I am looking for. Globe 2 dot text, where it is there. Hmm. Okay, so it looks like some rows and columns, right? So in first, okay, it is very big file. So this one, right? You have one some numbers, okay, supplier IDs, and this is second column, third, fourth, fifth, right? Globe 2 dot text. Hmm. Okay, there is no delimiter actually. It's all considered as yesterday also I shown, no. If no field delimiter, it all considered as field one. So for example, because I trying to print third column 3, right? So instead of that awk, okay, I am trying to print $1. So it means it print first column, okay. So globe 2 dot text pipe hyphen. Uh, so head hyphen n15, what it does? Top 15 lines, right? So it's printed top 15 lines. So this awk command, what I have done, right? It should print first column, but actually it should print this comp ID, but there is no field delimiter. If field delimiter is there, then it considers this as column 1, column 2, right? Column 2 is local customer name, global customer name is column 3, this is 4 segment code, and this segment DESC 5 columns it should consider. But obviously, like here there is no field delimiter, it consider everything as one field. So hyphen 1 it's printed entire thing. If you use hyphen 3, right, it all consider this as field 1, correct? No, there is no field 2, field 3. So if you print $2 empty, you will get $3 also empty. So $1 means it all considered as one field, so it printed everything. And I used pipe ed hyphen n15, so only 15 top 15 lines it's printed. Okay, here let's create one vi uh, so better, no, as I said, if you want to type lot of things, put it in word, then type. So if you have one or two things, you can type here, okay, or else you can create everything from here and copy. Mhm. One, three, four. This I am trying with field delimiter pipe, okay. Sample I am creating. So let's try with this field delimiter, and without field delimiter also we try one thing. Okay. Escape. Okay. So Okay, very important. So let's show you the syntax first for awk. Okay, so usually we use awk, right? Awk, AT&T laboratory, right, where this Unix they found, some 1965 AT&T laboratory. So there only they found this awk command actually. Okay, and NAWK is newer and improved version of awk from this one. Okay, it might have some similar features, like it added features, I can say, but awk end of the day it will do same thing. It will cut and it will print based on our requirement, specific columns or specific lines. So this awk is used for text processing, producing formatted text reports, performing the arithmetic operations also. Okay, because here in awk we can use for loop. You heard about loops actually? Have you heard about loops? Exactly, yes. So within awk, you can use these loops actually. So using loops, no, you can like arithmetic operation. No, you want to add example 1 to 100. I mean the addition of 1 to 100, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Within awk, you can do the coding and you can give the addition, some arithmetical operation, perform the string operations and many more also. So that's what this is for awk. Okay, this one how to install and all, actually it's not needed, because if you are Unix administrator, no, then you need to install awk in putty. Okay, here also coding room, we have by default we got awk command, right? So no need to know about the installation procedures actually. Okay, so this is a syntax. Okay, so to become expert awk programmer, you need to know its internals. Awk follows a simple workflow: read, execute and repeat actually. The following diagram depicts. So execute awk command from begin block. Okay, but it's not necessary to use begin. So here in the example, right, I didn't use begin only here, but for some kind of requirement, right, you have to use begin and end along with awk. So here just I printed, I want to print third column in the file, that's what. Okay, but usually like very complex operations you use this awk, right? Okay, so in that case you need to use begin and end actually. So in between begin and end you have like read a line from input stream, execute the awk commands on the line, repeat if it is not end of the file, and end. So how we have loop, for loop how it is. So for example, for you have like this, no, similar for loop for I equal to 0, I less than equal to 12, I plus plus, yeah. So here also case sensitive. So for example, C program it have like this, no. So then for loop, then you will have in this one, no? For I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to 12, I plus plus. You want to some printf also. Long back I used. So percentage of t and ampersand of I. Okay, or I plus 2, like this you are using means like from I until 12, right, and it will print plus 2 actually. So output should be like 2 4, like that, right? 0 means less than equal to 12, so it will print 0 plus 2, right? So 2 4 6 until 12 means 14, right? So 2 4 6 8 10 12 14, like that. So it will print, no. So end of the day, like any loops also you will have begin, this is like end, right? So there is no infinite, it's not infinite loop, no, until if it reach 12, right, it will print 14 and it will close the loop actually. So awk also same thing, it will read the line from input stream, and if see it will repeat if it is not end of the file. So there is some scenario like there is no end loop also. Okay, so it keeps printing, we will get that kind of requirement also, that is possible, right? So here no, I is equal to 12. So if you use the logic, right, then you can do some infinite loop also. There is not always the finite loop, right? Infinite loop also possible. It keeps printing, keeps executing, right? That is also possible. But this awk command structure looks like some kind of loop. Okay, it will read the input line, then it's begin and end, and in between you have the list of statements. That's what. Okay, begin and end. Okay, okay, they started with this example. Let's we start with this example. So this is cat student dot text. We have awk hyphen f. Okay, awk and f is field. Okay, field separator or field delimiter. Okay, then we I have pipe within the input file, so I am using pipe. So this is like common syntax, like we have to memorize also. Print dollar $2. Okay, and this is a file name. So awk hyphen f, if you have field delimiter you can use, or else you no need to use this one. And this is common, single colon, right? um, Sorry. Field delimiter, Suresh. Field delimiter or field separator, because this input file have field delimiter pipe, right? So F is field separator. So in Unix, no, always it will be there, field delimiter or field separator. We already discussed, no, in cut one example, and also I said about backspace n. That is also one kind of new line separator, like that. There are different separators. I think that one also I would cover one day. Like we have backspace n, backspace b. Okay, and this f, lot of field separators and delimiters are there. So let's try. So this is what expected output, right? Print $2 means from this one it printed only the second column, right? Because field delimiter is present by default in the file, but in when in putty, right? I shown one example, it don't have any delimiter. So that's the reason when I printed $1, it took entire as the one field and printed everything actually. So let's try like this. Okay, so instead of, why it's not giving anything, can you guess? Yeah, so comma means what it understands, or command what it will understood if I give comma. There is no comma field separator, right? In the file we have a pipe field separator in the file, so that's the reason there is no comma. It's not printing everything, anything actually. So instead of that, now I will give, okay, va student, right? Now I am creating va, uh, va employee dot text example, insert mode. So I do the same kind of approach. ID name age, right? So here also ID name age. Okay, this one not looks like ID. Okay, okay, ID 123. So here in age I can. Okay, so this one is my another file. Hmm. Because it's considered the space also. Okay, so only total lines 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 word count to make sure. So arc hyphen f, same approach. Okay, print dollar three in this case I want to. And okay. Yes, yes, dollar, yes. So dollar, okay. So here you have the input, right? So this one is considered as $1, $2, $3 actually. So first column $1, $2, $3. Yeah. So you can simply say $n. Okay, $n. So n denotes column number. Here there is no field delimiter, right? So that's the reason there is no output. If I give like this, it printed everything. You understood? Yeah. There is no field delimiter. No, that's the reason. No, it's all consider everything as one field. So $1 it printed everything. $3 means it printed nothing. So let's try like this. Sorry, without using delimiter. Uh, so that no, I think you have to give. I think see like this you are telling no. It is giving yes. Without yes yes. Without delimiter also you can able to print. So print $1 no it printed because I don't have any file. So why I try to use delimiter no, like most of the files no in real time you will have some kind of delimiter comma pipe. So that's the reason. But with like sample if you are creating, then in that 10 like 4 5 lines which I created no. Oh, 1 second. So in the sample file which we create no it don't have any delimiters. So like this also you can print. You can see no $2 means second column, $3 means third column. Like this it print. Yeah, that's possible. Dollar, yeah. Okay. I think if you go for loop no, then no need to use like this also dollar. For example, if you consider 25 columns, so that time only we'll use loop. So based on that for while or do loops no. Okay, so it will take n equal to 1 to 25 like that we will mention. So it will print because if it's 25 columns, it's difficult to write query, right? Awk print $1, $2 like this, comma $4, $5, $6. So then you come means this loops come into picture actually. Okay, so this is awk, and in awk, I think we have to cover a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Mostly it's a what I can say, common sorry column separator or it will cut and print only the column basis. Yeah. So rows we have different options. No head and tail. Yeah. So first 10 rows like first n rows head, last n rows tail, and apart from that what and all we have a row printer. Yeah, you have like in future we will cover. We have a lot of now only what I can say very important commands I am going awk right. So we have a cd and grep that and all very important. So mainly we will get questions from there only grep cd. So using this one right, what you are saying right, you can able to print that row level actually. Okay, these comments, but as for arc no it's similar to cut. So one is specific columns, right, specific fields, right, only call vertical basis I can say. Okay, vertical basis you can print, not about horizontal basis. Yeah. So we will take this. They created mocks, no, mocks dot text. So let's take this itself. Vi mocks dot text. Okay. Mhm. Now awk begin printf. Okay. So what they're trying to do, right? So in the first example, I created column names with content, right? ID, name, age, and I put some records. Here they have given one input file. So you will get in real time also. You get only the file with like ID, names, and all. You want to create one column name, right? So they want to use SR, means serial number, for this 1 2 3 4 5, and name Amit Rahul, they want to name it as column name, right? And this is subject and mocks. So they are using this awk command. Okay, and begin, I said no, for some requirements you will use begin and end also. And based on that, they want to include this as subject. On the subject, no, serial number, right? Then this t, right, I will tell those things also. Table space actually. Yeah, so this is new line character, and T is table space. Okay, tab space. So you have tab, right, in keyboard, tab. So same thing. So when I type one tab space, now I click the tab in my keyboard. So what happened now? One tab space, it will give one tab space. That's what it means. So new line character means, so this is Kiran Anbu. Okay, for example. Okay, so here if I use backspace n means what happen? Example, consider, okay, like this I am giving. Okay, this is the file. So my output like this is Kiran Anbu. Yeah. So this new line means it will print the rest content in new line. So that's what it happened. So case sensitive. Okay. And then Kiran, then I have backspace T. So this table space, it give one space. Okay. New line means one new line. It will print the other content. Tab space means just one tab space. Okay. So that's what in this example. So they want to create these columns, right? Names with tab space, one space, right, between each things, and they printed what is exactly in this mocks.txt. So let's try this. Okay, it's very simple program only. Okay, so only awk print mocks.txt means what it will do without this part. Okay, awk print mocks.txt means it will just print all those one Amit physics 82, Rahul max 90, only those records, right? So use of this begin means like it's just created column name with one tab space for each one. So one it doesn't exactly for one tab space, right? In real time it's one tab space, but it have more also, no? It's not yeah. Yes, yeah. So there is no option like backspace. So you might have doubt, no, like if you give like this one space and one space, only two space, it's not like that. It will take as per OS, means as per its shell actually, backspace t means we don't know, it will give one space or two space like this. See this space and this space, some difference is there, no? Yeah, but the thing is, no, it just separate one thing with another thing, one space it will give. So that's what this particular query do. Uh-huh. Sorry, you want to print? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, means you want to print only one record, you are telling? Mm. So it's not coming directly. That space you want to remove, you're telling. No, that one, that one, sir. Uh, yeah, yeah, alignment, that's what it's not possible, no? Because this table space we don't know, right? It's we actually like we don't know that space actually. So this one and this one you can see, this one have more space and this one. So that alignment, it's little doubt only actually. Means you want, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like this you want, right? Serial number means and name means exactly it should be like one here, and under name you should have exactly Amit like this alignment actually. Yeah, that's what, no, it's not actually possible. That space in putty also, no. See, can you see? Is it in proper order? No, right? It's in like gigantic actually. So as per this, right? See, 112 this column. Okay, not one. Okay, take this 891 and 112. Okay, so this one here and say this is third column, right? But see, this third column is going in gigantic actually. It's not actually aligned properly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so mm, so this one, right? Awk print. I said same example, no? Without this begin and all, just print means it just printed those content. Okay. Okay, so let's try this query because awk, no, like lot of requirements and lot of different possibilities. Means cat means and head tile these things, no, ch mode only limited, right? Right, ch mode, you can play with those read write execute permissions, right, like that. Means you don't have multiple combinations actually, but this awk grep I show, no, grep and scd, you have a lot of things you can try and get the output actually. So what they are saying, no. So let's look on to our input. So name equal to Jerry is equal to begin printf name is equal to name. Okay, so this one there is no input file. Can you see any input file? So input file should be here, right? Marks.txt or something. There is no input file. Okay, so what it does, right? It just print. We are trying to print a name equal to Jerry. Okay, so what we are trying, right? So name equal to percentage of, yes, this is some new line character. Okay, and it just take name Jerry and it will print actually. So how we have printf like in C, right? Printf scanf percentage of D ampersand N and name. So some kind of thing actually. This one, yes, yes, yeah. So I think see if you know, no, you can understand actually. So we have integers. You understand? You know that concepts, integers, characters. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, integer characters and integers, characters, and one more thing is there, like float, right? Percentage of f is float, right? So if you, yes, if you understand that one, no, you can understand this one. Yeah, integer is d, right? So that's one actually. For character they are using percentage of s and n. Okay, name equal to it will just get fetch the name from here and it's printing actually. It's very simple. So real time why you will use, right? So you create one file and type name equal to Kiran. You will use very simply, right? Why you use awk very complex just to print name equal to Kiran? Okay. Yeah, I said no. You want to print any specific files, like any specific columns from the file. No, that case you will use actually. So, for example, this is fine. Okay, okay. This one from one kind of supplier requirement. Okay, input actually. So, like this, you get some requirement from client. Okay, and they want you to do some data analysis. So this is fine actually. What and all I'm showing in dev environment, it's like very limited data, right? Might be it's in KB or MBs. So consider GBs, and you have, for example, you have 60 columns, right? But you don't want all 60 columns. You want like one specific some 5 to 6 columns, okay, to do the data analysis. So that time you can use this awk command, right? And you can get all those 6 columns and you can redirect to one output file. Okay, for example, mocks.txt have these 60 columns, okay, but you print only column 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, which have very useful records, and you are redirecting to some different file, okay, a.txt, like that actually. And you have this loop also, no? I will tell actually, because one command if I use, no, we don't understand much actually. So this awk command you can use along with mail also. Okay, so I said no, you have some input file. For example, this input file, okay, you consider this a.txt have, this is the file, input file, and it have 10 columns. Okay, so id, name, age, and mail address. Okay, so my thing, my requirement not only to print id, name, and age, and you have one more column known as mail. Okay, so you need to get mail, right? You need to go to that mail column and you need to send email to specific person. So that time you can use awk with the loop. So what it will do, right? This awk command, it will go to this particular file a.txt and you have mail column, right? Separate mail column. So for example, Suresh have some different like this. Okay, for example, name, age, and email also I have. So as I said, no, I just don't want to print name, right? Suresh 22 or some at gmail.com. My requirement along with print, I need to send email to this email address with some content. So this awk with the loop will work. What it will go, it will go search for this particular a.txt, right? After going to this a.txt, it will go look for this particular column, email, and you will have some email address, right, at gmail.com, and mine, for example, Kiran Anbu at gmail.com. So it will send email to that specific persons actually. So as of now it looks very easy, this awk just I am printing, but for complex requirement also we can use. You understood? Yeah, so loop purpose, no, looping means you want to send email to multiple people. Okay, so you have Suresh with email address, and so I have one different scorecard. Okay, I have some different mocks. Okay, I have some report card or mocks card is there, no, for school, college actually. So that one should be sent to myself, and you have some specific mocks, right, for your subjects. So that one should be sent to your email address. Okay, so that time you can use this awk command, okay, and look for particular email address column. Okay, and it will send that scorecard to specific persons actually. So that time awk along with the loop and you can use. Yeah, so that one, no, mm, in syntax, if you see, no, we can. So this one also I said, no, for which one, cut, no, hyphen f c and hyphen f hyphen c hyphen b. So like that, no, for every command, no, very important syntax parameters you can. So I hyphen b for inverted, I think I'll show you. Inverted, I think inverted means, so like if you want to print one thing, like it will print the opposite one. I will show you. Awk is not very clear actually. That cut and all, no, they are given what v denotes, what a denotes, but here, because no, that's very difficult to remember also. For every command, one or two you will remember, right? But every v c, it's very, or else awk. Here it will come. Hmm. Or else let's see in this example itself, no, awk, what it says. Or else very simple way. Hmm. Unrecognized. Okay. Okay. Because manual page we have, no, from this also you can see. See, hyphen v you asked, right? What is this v? So you understood what I did now? So instead of Google and all, right, what I did, just man is manual page, right? It's like dictionary, right? Library. So it will give all information about particular command. I just printed man awk. So it give what is hyphen f. So from here you can read. So what hyphen v means, variable var equal to val. So it will assign variable to value, assign the value val to the variable before execution of program. Such variable values are available to the begin block of awk program, right? So just you are assigning some value to the variable. So let's take our example. Yeah, so it's just assigning value to the variable, right? That's what it says. So this is the variable, no, in this, in our case, and this is our value. For assignment operation, right, you can use this hyphen v. You can assign some value to the variable. That's what this v stands for. So like this, you have b, right, hyphen b, right? It treats all input data as single byte characters. In other words, don't pay attention to local information, okay? So all input data, right, it will consider as some bytes, byte characters actually. And f means read the awk program source from the file, program file, instead from the first command line argument. Multiple hyphen f options may be used. And hyphen f, no, field separator, no, we already used field separator and we have checked. right? Hyphen f and hyphen v we used till now, right? So what I can say, right, you can just go here. Coding rooms also give these options, I think. I'm not sure. Man, it will give or not. No, it's not giving actually. Okay, by using the examples only you can understand. Okay, because you will have a lot of things, right? If you see like this, no, what is v, what is b, you don't understand. So if you take one live example, right, one program, and when you try to execute and see based on the output, right, you can understand what exactly it says actually. Okay, for any command, no, ls anything, no, you definitely you will forget. For everything, no, ls you have lt or c, and also we have a, everything, right? You can't remember. For example, the command itself very difficult, right? ls, like you have a lot of 100 plus commands, each have different parameters actually. So by you keep on using more examples and getting the output, right, then you remember, right? Now I used one file with field separator, then I remember, okay, f field separator, for this input I got this output. Hyphen v, I used one example, so it assigned some value to that input variable, so I remember v. But if you are not using hyphen small f, right, one example, until you are using one example you don't remember actually. That's what I mean to say. Now what they are doing, right, awk end print nr. Okay, let's see nr is there here. It's like if you have this one, no, real time putty environment, you can see what it's actually says everything. Fs field nr, yes, nr is there, no. What it says, total number of input records seen so far. So let's use nr. You have mocks dot text, right? Okay, okay. Total number of input records seen so far. Okay, so dollar one means first column, right? So your first column is one, two, this one, right? So what I am trying to print, number of records, okay, hyphen dollar one is this value, and nr, right? Nr actually number of input records seen so far. Okay, okay, number of input records seen so far. So here one, right? So now it keeps adding. You understood, no? Number of records means it definitely will keep adding. So instead of that, if I give what it should give, one hyphen physics, one hyphen, sorry, two hyphen max, like that it should give. You understood? Okay. So print nr means it's number of records seen so far. Okay. A number of records seen so far. This nr is nothing but it will print one number. Okay. So how I can say, let's copy this mocks.txt. I put it here. So what I am printing, right? So I have these four columns, right? So this even one, one, two, three, four. This is one column. This is input file. This is column one. This is Amit, Rahul, and all column two, column three, and column four. Okay. So dollar three, you understood, right? It will print third column, physics max. So that's what it's printed. So here I am using hyphen. So which is inside, which is within this uh, what you can say double quote, right? It will print as it is. So now I remove one space. Now it should be like this space should be removed. So previously it is like this, right? So only you have hyphen space. Now I am removing this space. So without space it will print. You can see now. Yeah. So you got $3, all columns, physics, max, biology, and here NR is number of records. So initially why it printed no one, you have one record. Now it went to this line, right? Now you got two records. Now you got 3, 4, 5. So that's the reason it printed one hyphen physics like this actually. So NR is number of records actually. Okay, NR just like it will print. You can say like serial number. It will print to avoid confusion. No, NR just it will print serial number. First line means what it will print one. Second line 2, 3, 4, 5. And I used hyphen and which one? So now colon. Okay, $2. No, same NR is same. No confusion. Serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Colon and $2. What you have? Names, right? Column 2 is names. So only printed Amit, Rahul, and all. Okay, no worry. Tomorrow we means we have to spend actually full session on knock actually. Okay, then you can understand. So mainly it will separate. Sorry, it will print columns actually. It's a vertical line separator. Okay, vertical field separator. You can say it don't separate horizontal basis. Vertical basis you can separate, and you can print one column or n columns. That's the use of this arc actually. Only vertical basis it will do, horizontal wise it won't do. And the second thing is what and all you are using print statement, no, like this it will print. Okay, just okay, if you are not using this NR nothing, what it will print only $2, right? Only second column. So what and all it's customization, no, what and all you put inside this loop colon, or you want to print maybe something like this. Okay, let's see what in NR. Okay, okay. Okay, print should be here. Actually, the syntax, no, we should remember actually by example only it will come. Okay, because I typed print here, no, it should be print should be here. Print number of records. Then I am used colon, right? Then I am printing $2 actually. Okay, so no worries. Tomorrow we will see elaborately on the sock. So I send you the PPT also. Here, if you click no, it will take you to the tutorial point. So if possible, you can run that awk commands which is available there, awk programs, and